Abu, welcome to my YouTube channel. So we are continuing our discussion with Azure AI service, and in this video we are going to discuss about Azure custom text classification. Okay, so there are two type of classifications are available. Okay, one is single label classification and other is multi-label classification. So in a single label classification, if you provide a document to the model, so the model will classify the document as a any one of the category. Maybe it may be a romance or it may be a comedy, not both. But in multi-label classifications, what happens is that if you give a document, okay, the model will classify the document as maybe a comedy and a romance, okay, maybe a comedy or maybe a tragedy, like that. So it will classify the document as, it will assign the multiple labels to that document. Okay, so in this video we are going to discuss about single label classification. Maybe the multi-level classification we can discuss in maybe in another video. Okay, so as usual, like I have logged into my Azure portal. So as a prerequisite, we need to create the language service. So for that, I have to click on the language. Just click on the create button here. So when we create a button, we have to select custom text classification, this menu. Okay, so let me select this and let me click on the create resource. Here we can select there is no existing resource group, so maybe I can give a resource group as train custom. Okay, here I can give as train custom language. Okay, so it's actually too long. Train language. Okay, now it's good. Now let me select free. Okay, so you guys can also select the free tier. Now we need to add a storage. Okay, so let me create a new storage. I can select train storage. Train storage. Here I can select a account type as a standard. Now let me scroll it down, just check this. Now click on create. So this will create a resource. It may take a couple of seconds. Okay, so this is almost similar to the custom health video that we have done earlier. Okay, so something went wrong here. So let me go back here. You can see okay, here the changes on this step may reset the later changes. Okay, I'm repeating the same. Okay, you guys can do fast forwards. Again, we are getting the error pre-flight violation period. Please refer the detail for the specific. The storage account name is already taken. Okay, the train storage is already taken, so that is a problem. So let me go back and change the storage name as train. Let me add a nm here. Okay, so I have modified the storage name. Okay, now it's good. Now going to create. So the similar issues may happen in your case also, so it will be easy for you guys it will help you guys very easily debug all the bugs or all the problems that happens while creating the resources. Okay. Okay, now the installation is in progress. Okay, so you guys can see all the resources that is getting created here. Okay. So this also will take a couple of seconds, maybe 20 to 30 seconds. You guys can watch what all things are created, or definitely like you guys can do a fast forward. So once the deployment is done, the next step will be we need to create a storage container. Okay, then we need to upload our training data. Okay, so for that I have already uploaded the training data set to my GitHub repository. Actually, I downloaded this from the Azure GitHub repository, but it is to make it very easy, to make it very handy, I have uploaded to my GitHub repository. Okay, and I have downloaded that in my local folder, so maybe I can show you that. Okay, for that it's here. It has nearly 200 files are here. You can see 200 files, and if you try to open this, you can see all the purpose of review. There are some text is there. Okay, and there is a one file called .json file. So this JSON file is classified or labeled all the document. Okay, so here we can see there are the few classes, that is one is computer science and electrical engineering and psychology, mechanical engineering, civil engineering and medical and biochemistry. So these are the categories that is assigned to the document. And when you come here, you can see that here they have selected the location and they have selected the category as a mechanical engineer. Okay, then there is another location there. Then its a category is the civil engineering category. Okay, so there is location and the categories are labeled here in this JSON file. Okay, so it is already provided by the Azure team itself. Okay, so we can directly use this particular JSON file for the training purpose. Okay, so otherwise we have to manually label each and every document. So I will show you in both ways. Okay, so we can try to see the status of our resource. Okay, so the deployment is done. Now we can go to the resource group. Okay, so this is our storage. You can click on the storage. So here we can see a container. Okay, maybe in the left side we can see a menu called container. Okay, I can't see it, but let me try here. Yeah, this is the container. So we can create a new container for our training data. Okay, so I can create multiple containers within a blob storage. Okay, so that will act as a subfolders. So this is my container. Now let me select this. Now click on upload. I can go to the downloads here, custom text classification. You can see this here. I can select all the text. Okay, so let me select it. 200 records, 200 document I'm going to upload. Okay, you guys can see that. Okay, so there are some unwanted text will be there. Let me maybe upload it. JSON file also. I think JSON file is also there. Okay. So it is checking. it may take some time. Okay, now I am going to upload. So the uploading is in progress. You guys can see this. Okay. So in between, in another tab, so uploading in progress, let me go to create, let me go to the language.azure.com. Okay. So here, let me log in. So it is currently loading. Okay. Here I can select the language, I can select the resource. Okay, the resource is not listed here. So let me refresh. Okay. Sometimes it may take some time. Okay, so let me cancel this one. Let me go back here. Let me see the status. Okay. So its uploading is done. Okay, so the status is good. Now let me come here and here we need to select classified text. Okay, here we need the custom text classification. Custom text currently unsupported certain regions. So for that I need to select the resource. Okay, so somehow the resource is not listed here. So maybe I need to wait for some time. Okay. Maybe let me pause the video. Okay. Then once it's corrected, like I will join back. Okay. So now here we have a language studio. Okay, so let me cancel this. So what I have done, I have deleted my resources. Okay, and I created a new resource called YouTube storage. Okay, so here when we come to here, you can see I have created a another resource that is called YouTube custom, and in that I have created a storage which is called maybe here we can see that YouTube storage 1. Okay, so I have done the same process. I have created a container and I have added all the training data to this container. Okay, somehow the earlier one was not listing here in the language studio. Okay, so initially this new resource also was not listing in this language studio. So it took nearly 1 hour, and after that, like it's when I tried after 1 hour, like it's able to I am able to see that resources here. So in your case, if you are not able to see this the created resources in the language studio, please wait for maybe 1 or 2 hours. Then sometimes it happens. Okay, then it will list in the language studio. Okay, so we can continue with our training procedure. So what we have done, we have created a account, a language resources, then we have created a container, then we uploaded all the training data to that container. Then we logged into the language cognitive.azure. Here what we need to do, we need to click on custom text classification. Okay, here we need to select the Azure account, and here we will able to see. Okay, the session is expired, so let me refresh it again. Okay, now let me select this. Here I got this YouTube custom. Now done. Here classify text, click on custom text classification. So click on create project. Here uh, we have the storage and we have the custom. Then click on next. So as I mentioned, we will be looking into the single label classification. Click next. Here we can select the project name. Okay, maybe I can say that YouTube custom single. The primary language we can set it as English. English maybe yours. And does your dataset include document? No, not in the same language. I'm not going to give any description here. Just click on next. Here we can select the container, and this is my container. Okay, so here there are two options. Okay, so one thing is that I can manually label it. Okay, so currently we are not going to do that. Okay, so we are going to select the second option. Okay, so in the second option it says already have a JSON file, so I can directly go and use that. Okay, click on this. Okay, and the next is not enabled, so let me see this. Okay, I can select the JSON file here. Okay, so this is the JSON file. Now click on next. Now create project. So the project creation is in progress. Okay, here we can see the text. Okay, the first text is a computer category is computer science. Then 107 is a mechanical engineering. So everything is labeled properly. Okay, so just click on next document. Okay, so label part is done, so we don't need to look into other documents. So let me go to the training job. Just click on the start training. Here we can give the model name. Okay, so I'm going to give a model name as custom text single classification. Okay, now we can click on start training. So the training will take some time. Okay, first it will go to the queue, then it will take some time. So now it's started, I believe, training. You can see that. Okay, now it started. Training is 8%. Maybe I think we can wait for some time. Okay, training is in a good fast. It is 32% completed. 63% is completed. Okay, good. Okay, the training is completed. 100% training is completed. Now, so I think evaluation is in progress. No, still the evaluation is in progress, I believe. Here we can see the status. Okay, so you guys can do a fast forward if needed. Otherwise, you can see all the status. Okay, so the training is done and evaluation is actually 0% is completed. So it's the model is waiting to run the evaluation. Okay, now it's done. Okay, training is succeeded. Now let me close all this. Now we can see the model performance. So this is our model. We can see the F1 score is 76, precision is 76, and everything is 76. Okay. So here there are a few recommendations are there. So we can add more data set if needed. Okay, but it says training set has enough data. Okay. So we are good. Okay. Now we can go to the, so here we can see like a lot of statistics are there. It's precision, recall, and F1 score for each category. It's mentioned here. Okay. So they are giving, says there's some conflict, so I'm not going to look into that. Okay, we have the confusion matrix. Okay, so everything is there. Now we will go to the deploying the model. Here I can click on the add deployment. You can say that maybe custom single doc single model. This is my training model. Now I can deploy it. So the deployment is in progress. Okay, so we are done with the deployment. Now we can go to the testing. So here I can select the model. Maybe I don't have the text file, so I can select any text file from here. So I can upload it. Now run the test. So the testing is in progress. So I have used the same text, that is same file that is used for the to train the model. Usually like never do like that. So we have to have a test data, and we should be only using that one. Okay. So here we can see that its confidence score is less, 70% only, but it says it's computer science. Okay, so it seems to be correct. So here we can see the project settings. Okay. So yeah, I think we covered the end-to-end between end-to-end model training, the custom text classification model training. So by creating, first we created the language resource, then we have created a container, then we upload the training data set and we label the data set, then we train the model, and also we discussed about the deployment and the testing part. Okay, so that is all about in this video. So I believe everybody understood the custom text classification. Please do like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye bye.